Okay, so let me share the screen. Okay, good afternoon, one and all. Today we'll discuss about CLR and LALR. So yesterday we have discussed about LL1 parser, and we have discussed about bottom up parsing like LR0 and SLR1 that we have discussed. To uh, to to have a passing table in SLR1, I told you that we needed LR0 canonical items as to be collected. Only then we'll be able to collect a passing table. With the help of a passing table, we'll be able to create a parsing tree, a parser tree. Yes. So, like as I told you, the method for the DFT will be same for LR0 and SLR1 as we have discussed yesterday. Only difference is like only the passing table were different for LR0 and SLR1, because in LR0 you will be putting the reduce mode will be completely for the entire action row that you will be filling it off, but in SLR1 you will be filling up in the first of your left hand side. Whatever is there in your left hand side, that is your non-terminal, your first of that will be that only in the first of that you will be filling your reduced mode. And in LALR and CLR, the difference will be that you will be collecting LR1 canonical items. LR1 canonical items are nothing but your LR0 items plus your look ahead, you call it as LR1 canonical items. We have to be collecting it. Same as your LR0 or SLR. Only thing is you will have a look ahead in this problem. That is what you will be creating. See, for example, if the production is S tends to dot AA, your look ahead that you will be adding up will be comma your look ahead that you will be writing it off. So how you will be writing your putting your look ahead, that we will be seeing it, and how your DFT, that is data flow diagram, will be, and how you will be creating a parsing table, that we will be seeing. The method for LALR and CLR DFD will be same for both of it. It is both will be having look ahead. The only difference is your parsing table. Slight difference in parsing table that we will be discussing today. Okay. So for example, we have taken the same example for SLR, I guess. S tends to A tends to A or B. That is small terminal A, non-terminal A or terminal B. This is your production is going to be. If this is going to be a production, your first thing that you will be converting, if it's going to be a bottom-up parser, you should have an augmented grammar. So we should be creating an augmented grammar by S dash tends to your start symbol. What is your start symbol here? Your S. So S dash tends to dot S. So dot S, comma, I need to have a look ahead. So for having a look ahead, for always your start symbol will be having a dollar symbol. Yes, whatever your follow that you're creating, if you have anything your follow, then first of that you will be creating. If you don't have, just a dollar symbol you will be adding up. Correct? See, for example, if this is going to be my production, A tends to alpha dot B beta, after dot I had B. Okay, after dot I have B, so I should have my production as first of B, or sorry, first of beta is going to be my look ahead. So what is my first of beta I should find? That is going to be my look ahead. Okay, and if I don't have beta, only alpha dot B, after B I have a non-terminal symbol, I don't have anything. If that's the case, either you will be adding up dollar sign if it's going to be a start symbol. If not, if already a look ahead is there, then you will write up a same look ahead symbol. Okay, that is how you will be creating a look ahead. Since it's a start symbol, that we are adding up a look ahead as dollar sign here. So after dot I had a non-terminal. For a non-terminal, again I need to have a substitution. So S tends to dot AA, this AA dot AA. Again after dot I have a non-terminal. Yes, again for a non-terminal A that I should have dot terminal A, non-terminal A, and again I have a alternative of A I have, so dot B I have created. So now I have to write a look ahead for these things. Now you see, for this I don't have beta here. If I don't have a beta here, I should be writing the same look ahead as dollar. Correct? So same look ahead. Now for next one, you see after a dot, I have a non-terminal, that is B. My beta is going to be my A. Okay. If it's going to be A, first of A I should be finding. What is first of A? First of A is small a, and again first of A is small b. So A or B is going to be my look ahead for the next production. I repeat again, it is going to be according to this rule. After dot I have a non-terminal, after which I have another production, another variable. So first of that variable is going to be my look ahead of the next production. Correct? So here for after dot I have a non-terminal, after which I have again a non-terminal. So first of a non-terminal that I'm going to find, so first of that is going to be a small a or small b. So small a or b is going to be my look ahead for the next production. Okay, again for this I'm going to check here. For this, since this is going to be again a same alternative of B, I mean alternative of A, I'm going to put a same look ahead. All right. So look ahead has been created. So this is going to be my first canonical item. So canonical item with the look ahead. So LR0 items plus a look ahead. So this you call LR1 items, which I am naming it as I0. Now our DFT will be created. Our diagrams will be created. Now you see my data flow diagram. This has become my I0. Same like your SLR. Again, your go-to has to be there. Go-to of yes. So go to on S, because my intention is to move my dot to the end of all the variables. Yes. So I'm moving on S. It is going to be S dash tends to S dot comma dollar. Dollar, if it's going to be a transition, then the look ahead will not be changing. If it's going to be a closure like derivation, then a look ahead will be changing. So since it is just a translation or transition that you're doing, you're writing the same look ahead. That is a dollar symbol. Again, with A on A, again I will be getting S tends to A dot. I'm moving my dot to next one. So dot operator will be moving to the next. So A dot A comma dollar. After A, I need to have a variable here. So again a variable is going to be A tends to dot AA or dot B comma dollar. Why? Because for this I have a look ahead of dollar, and for this I have a look ahead of dollar. So it is deriving with dollar. It is not taking off A or B. It is not taking this look ahead, because it has been derived from this. From this it has been derived. So it is using the same look ahead symbol. Then with small b. With small b, I will be having converting it to A, that is terminal A dot capital A comma A or B is going to be my terminal by look ahead. Again deriving for this A, again it is going to be dot AA or dot B comma my look ahead is going to be A or A, because this look ahead is the same. So A or B. Okay. So in the next one we are going for on B. On B is A tends to B dot A or B, the same look ahead, which is I'm naming it as I1, I2, I3, I4. In SLR, if you see, if the production is of same, like again if it is repeating, we will be like naming it as same variable, or a loop will be going to the same thing. But here if you see, because of the look ahead, the production will be completely different. So see here, which is done. We are checking with the I2. Again, I have to have it with on A. So on capital A, that is non-terminal A, I will be getting S tends to AA dot. The dot will be moved to the next and my look ahead will be dollar, which I'm naming it as I5 over here. Final, that is. The next, on small a, I have to be have a production. So on small a, I will be having same like this. It will be coming like I3, but in I3 I have my look ahead as A or B, but here my look ahead is going to be dollar. So it is completely different. So again I should have a transition for this. So A dot A comma dollar. Again for A production I should be writing it. Correct. Then for small b I'm going to have a production. For small b, excuse me, A tends to B dot comma dollar. This is also a final state. Then for I3 we are checking. For I3 again on capital A we need to have, for capital A we will be having AA dot comma A or B, because my look ahead is A or B, a different state which is I8. Then I'm going to check for small a. If it is going to be small a, my dot will be, it is going to be a self loop. Small a with A or B, same look ahead. So it is going to have a self loop with I3, and with small b it is going to go for I4, because I4 look ahead is A or B. So the loop is going to be going to I4. So I don't have to do a transition for small a and small b. Okay. And then we are checking anything is over, not over. Yes. I6 is not over. So on capital A, what I'm getting, AA dot dollar. Do I have anything like that? AA dot dollar? No. So it's a new variable which is I9. Okay. And I'm checking it for small a. If it's going to be a small a, again it is going to be self loop for dollar. If it's with small b, it is going to have a loop with I7. Correct. I don't have to derive it here, which is going to be having a loop with I7. So this is my DFT. So how many states I have created? I have created 9 states for it. That is totally 10. I0 to I9. Totally 10 I'll be having. 0 to 9 that we will be having. For that we should be creating a parsing table. So how we will be creating a parsing table? Parsing table is going to be same like SLR. So how you will be having for parsing table? From state 0 to capital A. If it's going with the non-terminal, you will be numbering it. If it's a terminal symbol, you will be putting it shift. If it is end, that is a final state, you will be putting it reduced. That is, if it's an SLR, you will have to find the follow of it. First of your left hand side. If it's L or 0, your complete action row will be like your reduced state. Correct? But here in CLR and LALR that we will see, just a moment, please be online. Ma'am, madam, Shine ma'am told that some app is there that I should be downloading, but I am not doing like that, madam. In WebEx itself, we have recording, no, ma'am. That recording, if you click, finally, if you close, it will ask you to save it. If you save it in the, it is saving it in desktop. Initially, it will not open, ma'am. After 10 to 15 minutes only, you should keep clicking on that complain and all. Only then it will get saved. Otherwise, it will not save, ma'am. For 10 minutes, it will take 5. Sure, you should be online for 10 minutes. Otherwise, it will not. Yes, madam. Then it will get saved, then you can. Yes, madam. No, ma'am, I'm not putting in YouTube. My husband will school. I'm sending it to you and Shine ma'am, Netra ma'am, and Jay Rashak. Yes, madam. Thank you, ma'am. I am so sorry for the interruption. I got a call. I'm really sorry. So now we should. So can anyone tell me how it has been going through? Can anyone? Can you fill up this, at least the shift and the number? Can anyone interact with me, saying that how it has been going through? Because we have already discussed yesterday regarding this. If not, let me know. I will again explain you from the beginning how you should be filling it off. You want me to explain? Yes, no? Guys?
For start symbol, on yes, it is going from I to I1,
Correct.
and
So,
on A, it is going from I0 to I2. So we
correct.
have written 0 and 1 and 2 there.
Correct. For
And
small a, it is going to
since
I3, and small b, it is going to I4. I guess I did mistake. I3 and I4. Yes, it's correct. So S3 and S4 I have mentioned. Okay. If it's terminal symbol, we are putting it shift, that is S. If it is non-terminal, we are numbering it as 1, 2, 3. Okay. Likewise, we have completed shift and numbers. Any doubt in that? You will be able to do it, right? Do you want me to explain? Okay, I will explain it again. See, from I2 it is going to capital A, it is going to I5. That is, from 2 it is going to A to 5. And from 2 it is going to small a and b, it is going to I6 and I7. So I6 and 7, so I am giving it as S6 and S7. Correct? Likewise, I am completing the S part and the number part. So now I have to do my reduce part. So reduce part plays an important role in CLR and LALR, because only difference in CLR and LALR is going to be your reduced part only. Okay. So see here in LR0, I have mentioned it here in LR0, the reduce mode is in the entire row. Correct? If you want, I'll show you the parser table also, which I guess I placed it here. Okay. Look at the LR0. The complete row is being filled with the R1, R2, R3. Because where it is being reduced, I'm checking, I'm numbering the production. According to that, I'm putting it R1, R2, R3. Okay. Now you see it for SLR. In SLR, you see here, my R2 and R3 is going to be my first of my A. See here, I have found out my follow of A. Sorry. Here I have to find my reduce of, where did I reduce it here? In the diagram, it got I3 is reduced. A tends to A dot. My production A dot is 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Correct. My 3 is produced there. So I have to find out my follow of A. My follow of A is going to be my close and dollar. So my follow of A is close and left hand side follow. Correct. My follow of A is going to be close and dollar. So it is close and dollar. In that I have put R2, R2. Correct. Likewise, since it is just A variable, I have put R1, R1, follow of A, follow of A. If I have something like S, follow of S, I should be finding out. Correct. That is what I have to be finding. See here. Close, and since it's a start symbol, I'm putting dollar. That's how we have been doing it for SLR. For CLR and LALR, this is for CLR. See here, I have given a production like this. Production, I've numbered it as 1, 2 and 3. And I'm checking where it is end. My first variable, as we always know, the I1 will be like, since it is the argument variable, I1 will always have an dollar symbol, will be having an accept state. So here accept state has been done. Next again I'm checking here. My I4 has been end. Which production? I4 is production 3. correct? Production 3, and what is the, look ahead I have A or B. So in A or B, I'm taking I4, A and B, I'm putting R3 and R3. Wherever I have my look ahead, whatever look ahead I have, I'm putting my reduced state in that only. So in A or B is my look ahead for I4. See, my look ahead for I4 is A or B. Correct? So in that, I am checking which production is that. So A tends to B, production is third production. So R3, R3. So now again, I'm checking where it has been ending. Can anyone tell me for I5? I5. I5 got end. Which production? First production. So where I should put that first production R1? In fifth state.
Dollar.
It is in dollar symbol because my look ahead is dollar. So I am just putting only in dollar. Okay. Same like that. I am checking for the next one. Where it is end. Okay, for this again. A tends to B dot dollar symbol. This is here we have seen with look ahead with A or B. Correct. I4 is A or B. Here I7 is with dollar symbol. So in dollar symbol, I should put my seventh state. I should see seventh state of dollar symbol. I should put I3 because it is the third state. Likewise, we should be putting it for CLR1. Okay, either it can be asked as CLR1 or it can be asked LR1. If it is, don't confuse with LR0. LR0 is different method. Instead of CLR1, they can indirectly ask you LR1. If it's LR1, it is called as CLR1. Okay, this is all about your CLR1 DFD and your method of converting your look ahead. So how about LALR? LALR is same like CLR. Your diagram is all going to be same. Everything is going to be same. Only modification is going to be your parsing table. How it is getting modified is, see here, my I3 and I6 of same variable. Same variable. Only thing is my look ahead is different. So it has been considered as a different state in CLR. Correct? But in LALR, it will combine as one state and form a new state called I36. It will combine 3 and 6 as 36. I36. Anything which is similar, I4 and I7 is similar. So it is I47. I am combining. Now I8 and I9 is similar. So I am combining to form I89. అర్థమవుతుందా? I'll repeat again. See, I3 and I6 is same. Only difference is your look ahead. So it was drawn as a different state. Your diagram is not going to make any changes. Only your parsing table you're going to combine as. In your parsing table, you're going to write it as your state is 4, 6. You will be writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Instead of 4, you're going to write 4, 6. So you're not going to write the sixth state. So 4, 6 is combined and 4, 7 is combined. Sorry, 3, 6 is combined and 4, 7 is combined. 8, 9 is combined. See, I've written here 3 and 6 is equal to I36. 4 and 7 is equal to I47. New state has been created. 8 and 9 is equal to I89. I'm merging all the state which is similar. Okay. Spandana is waiting. Okay. Now we'll go and see how the parsing table has been created. See the parsing table here. I've drawn same like CLR for your understanding I've given you, but for exam, please don't do the same thing. I'll show you how it has been. See, 0 to 9 I have drawn. So here I've taken 3, 6, 4, 7, 5. This 3, 6 I have eliminated. This 3, 6 I have eliminated. See here I've got 8, 9. And here 4, 7 I have eliminated because it is already there. Only difference is if anything has been there, any action or any go-to is there, I am adding up in the previous state and I am deleting it off. See, I had here R3. I am putting that R3 in that 4, 7 and I am deleting it here. See, I had 3, 6 and 4, 7 and 8, 9 already in 3, 6. Again, I'm having it the same. I don't have to add up again. So I'm deleting it here. Since it was different, I'm adding R3 here and I'm deleting this row too. And I'm checking here 8, 9. R2, R2, R2. I'm merging it with 8 and 9 and I'm deleting the ninth state. So I will be getting how many states? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 states only, which will be equivalent to your SLR. See, I'll show you in SLR also we have prepared the same one, right? SLR, many states we had? Okay, here we had 7 states, little more increase that it is more or less equivalent that it will have 7 states only. 7, which is 6 states, correct? With the 0, it will be 6 states. 4, 5, 6 states, yes. Okay, all right. This is all about your complete CLR and LALR. Any doubt in that? Guys, any doubt? Yes, no, I'll repeat it again for you, if so.
No, ma'am.
So with this, your second unit has been completed with the CLR and LALR. With this, if you have any doubt in this, you can get back to me anytime. I will be able to help you and I will forward you this PPT. You can all share with, you can share it with your friends. We'll start. If you want, I'll continue with first unit or else again we'll go for revision or I'll start putting videos if you don't want classes. Because I could see only 7 or 8 members coming online. So if you want me to proceed, we will proceed with this classes. We'll go for first unit revision. If not, I will start putting videos and I'll share the videos to your class only. You will be able to look up those videos. What do you guys say?